Improve your sales skills 184% faster in 2025. If you're tired of slogging through outdated sales tactics and want to sharpen your B2B sales skills 184% faster in 2025, listen up. So you've watched your peers land big deals while you're still stuck perfecting scripts that really never work in terms of closing a deal. What if you could adopt a proven system tailored for tech founders that accelerates your learning curve and turns a massive number of your cold outreach into a qualified opportunity? Over the last decade, I've coached dozens of startups to shorten their sales cycles and hit revenue targets in half the time. Once I cover these 6 key skills for you to focus on, you'll have a clear roadmap to close more deals faster. Number 1, block time to prospect. If your calendar doesn't reflect blocked out time for outbound prospecting, you're not in the game. Founders especially fall into this trap of, I'm too busy. But no one is above filling the top of the funnel with new opportunities. This is critical to any SaaS company, especially in the early stages. I find too many founders make excuses like, oh, I'm working on this feature, or this training material needs to get updated. Get your priorities straight and focus on revenue generating activities before anything else. Think about prospecting as your daily workout. Skip it and your sales muscles just won't grow. If it's not in your calendar, it's not real, period. Number 2, get great at discovery. Discovery is one of the highest leverage skills in B2B sales. If you're not doing it properly, your pitch simply won't land and you're going to get outsold by your competitors. To up your discovery game, ask open-ended questions, dig deep, and be curious about your prospect's business. This will help you get better at identifying real pain, and you'll hear what language actually resonates with your target prospects. And even more importantly, you'll figure out which language doesn't resonate. You'll learn more from the buyer than from your internal sales material. So take every sales conversation as a learning experience. Here's a few examples for your prospect questions. Walk me through how you're handling that today. What happens if this doesn't get solved in the next 6 months? Or who else in the company is keen on solving this issue? The more curious you are, the faster you learn. Sales isn't about talking. It's about uncovering. Number 3, document your sales process. As the founder who's doing sales, you need to define the actual steps from first call to close deal and get that down on paper. Build your own repeatable checklist, even if you're the only one using it today. This is so key as you continue to build the business and look to scale down the road. Winging it means you can't improve. A process, on the other hand, gives you data so you can actually learn and iterate. There's a few basic stages that are contained in any sales process, but every company has a unique one. These include prospecting, initial interest, discovery, demo, business case, proposal, and close. If your deals all follow a different path, you're never going to spot where you're actually losing them, and then you can't improve. So document your process, follow it, and then learn from it. Number 4, learn your sales math. This is really critical, and you need to start with working backwards from your revenue goal. So for example, if you want 10 closed deals this year, how many proposals does that take? How many ROI studies does that require you to develop with your prospects to get to those proposals? How many demos do you need to get to that point? How many discovery calls to get to those demos? And lastly, how many outreach activities do you need to do to actually get those calls? Knowing these numbers is absolutely key for your business. Now, I will say, this is usually where founders' jaws drop. The real volume is often higher than they ever imagined it would be. This number can often get into the high hundreds or thousands of outreach attempts to get that bottom number of deals that you're looking to close. However, if you break it down into bite-sized chunks, weekly or daily outreach activities, it tends to sound a lot less daunting. Most founders will say they want more sales, but they haven't really done the math. And once you see the numbers, your whole strategy starts to change. You get a lot more clarity on what you have to do to hit your goals. Number 5, measure what you can control. You can't always control results in terms of what deals are closing, but you can control the activities that you're doing. So track your outreach, track your calls, Track your discovery questions, your follow-ups, log the objections you're getting and the rebuttals to those, which work and which don't. Constantly refine based on what's working so you can get better and better at every single sales activity. Don't just spray and pray. The best salespeople out there think like an athlete. They track the reps, analyze the game film, and tweak the mechanics to get better every single day. That's how you level up. Number 6, stay consistent and don't chase the close. A big mistake so many founders make is that they go all in on a couple of hot deals and they forget the top of the funnel. Momentum dies when the pipeline gets neglected and it just dries up magically one day down the road and you never expect it. Here's what the pros know. Consistency compounds every single day. The best sellers out there don't get distracted by deals they think are closing. They keep feeding the system, one eye on the close, one eye on the pipeline. This is the key to keeping a robust sales funnel. So if you want to improve your sales skills 184% faster, build the system, do the reps, measure what matters. It's not sexy, but it works. So if you're serious about boosting your sales skills 184% faster in 2025, book a call now for some personalized guidance. The link's in the description and pinned in the comment. Talk to you soon.